Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. I'd like to wish everybody a good morning and thank you for tuning in on this Saturday morning. We've got a lot to go over today. The whales have shuffled a large amount of XRP. For anybody who was in the live last night, I gave you a very big insight the last couple days into Casper. I talked about how it was at a beautiful buying opportunity. It was massively oversold in the daily and the weekly, and it was ready to at least have some kind of reversal here, as it was massively oversold. And today now it's rotated. Now I didn't buy in at 2028. I actually bought in at about 2046, and I've been able to ride that up here this morning. At 2046 it was still relatively flat, and I ended up buying it last night, and for me right now, where's it at? 214. It's up better than 4.9%. As some of you, if you've been paying attention, when my XRP Bitcoin pairing yesterday, I had hit that 763 sat level in the live. I even said my intentions. So I put that on hold, not because I'm going to stay out of it for long term, but I seen that there was a massive opportunity. So I shifted $3,500 into Casper at the 2046 level, and now it's up, better than 4.7% on the day. It's something that we could see building. Same thing, I bought $1,000 worth of AMP as well, as I see it's massively oversold in the daily, and I believe these are opportunities to be had. They're not futures trades, they're spot trades, and I can tell you for a fact on my Casper trade initially, I was down, because it went down to the, after I bought it, it went down to the 2026 level, so I was down a little bit. But they're spot trades, so I'm not worried about it. It's something that we've been talking about in the lives, which is why I find it very, very valuable for you to be in the lives. So we'll go over Casper. We'll take a look at AMP, as those are two massive opportunities in my opinion. And I just have the mindset, had they have fallen down, I would have just kept buying into the rotational spin. But it looks like Casper is finally starting to have that little rotation. Let's start here with Casper, then we'll get into XRP. Casper was on this descending consolidation, more like a falling channel. And as we know, if you've come to understand, these are bullish reversals, these falling channels, assuming that it doesn't fall out of the channel. Now we put down here, at first I speculated that it was going to be the 4-hour time frame where it tried to double bottom. And I was a little, it's not that we were wrong, it's just we created what could be the W Gartley like we said, and we wouldn't know that level. At first we were looking at about the 2048 level to see if we double bottom there, 2052, somewhere in there. But it ended up doing a double bottom here right at about 2019. So yeah, I had a great buy at 2046. Wasn't the bottom. Wasn't the bottom. I always say you're never going to buy the bottom, even if you know what you're doing. So it came down here, even for me. And I feel like I got a great buy. But you're never going to get the top, or I mean the bottom, and you're never going to sell the top. So it was like a 1.3% differential from where I bought it. So if I was on a futures contract, it might have made a big difference. On a 10x trade, I could have got liquidated on that spike down. So that's the difference between being able to be spot friendly or buying in through a leverage trade. So what we're looking for this morning, for me personally, it's very simple. Yes, I'm very optimistic that we could have a breakout. And we went about 5% right here on this downtrending resistance line. So that's something we're going to have to pay very serious attention here. As XRP did push, Casper's pulled down here. But we do need to get past this downtrending resistance area, as this is a very worthwhile consolidation. And if we want this to continue, we're right up to that resistance. So this is a very important meet point for Casper right now. Just in my personal opinion, this is where if we can get on top of this and hold this consolidation, this is where we can break up in a very, very bullish fashion. So this is how we could, in fact, push up, and we could start to validate the fact that Casper's starting to break out. But let's get into XRP now. I just wanted to show a quick update, because we did talk about it a lot last night about the opportunity, the day before as well. So I'm glad to see that that's reversed about 5% here this morning already. Makes me very happy when we can recognize these things through some of our indicators and through some of our due diligence on technical analysis. So let me know in the comments what your opinions are on Casper as well, if you would like. If you're looking to trade with me, look in the video description below and our pinned comments. The first one's going to be HOTCOIN. That has Casper. One of the problems with BITUNIX, I love BITUNIX. It's also in the video description below and or pinned comments. The only problem is it's limited on tokens. So like in this case, HOTCOIN, where I'm doing the copy trading. So if you want to join me with the $100 copy trading challenge with the community, you can go on to HOTCOIN. You can join me there. But they've got a list of many other cryptos that are not on all of our other exchanges. So it's basically a one-stop shop. So look in the video description below if you want to join me there, if you want to join the copy trading, or if you want to get in on these buys while we're oversold and be able to ride some of these. And it's not easy money, it's smart money. So that's in the video description below and our pinned comments. And if you're not comfortable with that exchange, go to BLOFIN. BLOFIN is a great exchange. It's in the video description below and our pinned comments. I'm going to do copy trading there as well. And it's got a slew of different assets, and they don't own your actual crypto. So it's a little bit different. It's it's foregoing into the future way that we're going to go with crypto. So don't miss out on those opportunities to trade with me. I would love to see everybody there. I know HOTCOIN has a, if you sign up now, you get futures bonuses for trading XRP futures. So that's something that's going on right now, I noticed. I'll talk more about that in the live, but we've got to get through this analysis. So with XRP, the first major thing we're looking for. So currently, let's see what we've got going on with XRP right here. We've got this little uptrending support. We've already got this chart set up. So it's a matter of where are we going to bounce at. If we look at the XRP USD chart here, we've got XRP in a very lengthy consolidation here. So the main thing with XRP is we've got this level of consolidation, and it failed at the 505. So when it came back up, like we've talked about, it could come all the way back down to this 46.49 cent level, getting this firm rejection of that 49. It was right around the 496 when we got that rejection. Where was this at? Or 495. It was a firm rejection. And then even later, I think it was actually lower. 491 is where I sold. And it wasn't because I want to grand scale sale. It's just I seen an opportunity in Casper. I've been very open about it. It's now at 5.13% here this morning. It was just something that I seen developing. It was massively oversold. So I hope some of you have been watching in the lives, because that's where I drop a lot of information. That's where I'll drop my, let's just say, the innuendos or the ins and outs of what I think is developing. And that's something that we definitely seen coming. So we are not surprised this morning to see it up by better than 5.1%. XRP is still within this rotational consolidation. There is not much we can do until we break out of the short-term consolidation. This is the short-term consolidation. And then we've also got the cup and handle above it. Well, we've got to break through the short-term to where we can push the actual handle resistance or the handle support. If we're stuck within the short-term consolidation, we're range-bound between the shorts area. And we've talked about this before. Right now, our range is anywhere between 51.1 cents and down to around 46.5. So right now, we could go as low as 46.5 cents, or we could rebound here and come up to 51.1 cents, but we have a slew of resistance. We've got 49.8, we've got 50.5, and 51.1. So those are major resistance in the area. And something of note is the whale movement. We've got some significant whale movement today, and we'll get to that in just a sec. The XRP Bitcoin pairing is down 1.05%. I don't think it's much of a surprise to any of us here, because we've seen a lot of rejection here, and I talked yesterday how it should pull back to like this. It could pull back down to the 733. I believe we said yesterday the 7. What was this at? We did talk about the 743. But there's a possibility if it doesn't hold this consolidation, it could come farther. The one thing I am very encouraged about is we do have that golden cross. It's just we're trying to hold right now at the 755, 756. That's where we need to be. If we're below there, we could get rejected by the golden cross. So we're right on that 200-day support. So let's see how we do bounce out of this, whether or not we do break down a little bit here, as it's the daily time frame suggests a reversal, and that's what scares me. That daily time frame suggesting that reversal still scares me. And seeing that it's down here at the 755, this is on the bottom side of this reversal. This looks like it's coming down for some bearish consolidation for further support for a further move up. So this is the time that I like to watch. My prediction was seeing that it would come back up to that 790 sat level. or at least come back up for rejection here, which it did, and then we could absolutely buy it back down on consolidation. So I'm taking a chance here. I took a chance on Casper as I've watched it come all the way down to all-time lows, have a nice little bounce back, consolidate back down, and it just seemed like it was time. So I'm not shy. I'll tell you exactly what I'm thinking, and then I do it. If you're looking for this copy trade with me when it comes to the $100 challenge, you've got time. You've got time. You can join me on HOTCOIN. It's in the video description below and our pinned comments. Or if you don't like that exchange, BLOFIN as well, as I'm going to put $100 on both exchanges. So I'm going to do the exact same trade depending on which exchange you want to join. I'll leave it completely up to you. So yeah, it's that's where we stand right now. That's where we stand right now, and I would love to see all of you join me, because I think this is going to be a tremendous thing we do as a community. HOTCOIN has a bigger selection. BLOFIN gives you custody, essentially. Even if the exchange goes down, you won't lose your tokens, because they don't actually have control of it like most exchanges. So that there's a little bit of uniqueness there with BLOFIN. But I'm going to copy trade the $100 challenge on both when we start, so that you can make the choice of which exchange you're more comfortable to trade on. They're both in the video description below and our pinned comments. Both USA friendly, don't even need a VPN as of now. And then they're both worldwide as well. The HOTCOIN, if you do worldwide over the seas, you have to look at the second link in the video description below and our pinned comments. That's for overseas users. You won't be able to use the USA one. They do different things with regulations and their apps. So just make sure you look at that with HOTCOIN or BLOFIN. I'd love to see you on both. I'm very, very thrilled to be able to do this with my audience, and it's taken a while for us to find a way to do it in the USA. Bitcoin right now, we've talked about the fact it could come down on this inverse right arm down to 61,000. And it would still be valid. It's just a matter of, does Bitcoin have the testicular fortitude to come all the way down here? Bearish cross likely starting here. Right now, Bitcoin's up about 175 points to 64,316. Nothing major. Nothing major. 30-minute. Bitcoin's got a little bit of a reversal going. Golden cross, or I mean a bullish cross here. It could come up in the 30-minute and try to retest 64,900. I don't see anything wrong with that. We've broken up out of the downward consolidation here, at least in the immediate short term. So it does suggest that there is a possibility we could start pushing up here. So yeah, well, we'll see what happens with Bitcoin, but we'll pay very close attention to it. I encourage everybody to join me tonight on the live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that we can go over a more in-depth look at everything. One more look at Casper as it's up 5.7%, and I hope some of you took advantage of this. I hope my audience took advantage of this yesterday. I was not bashful when I said exactly what I was going to do. I didn't tell you how much I was going to trade, but I told you exactly what I was going to do and exactly where I was looking at it. I was looking at 2050 or 2052, and I ended up getting it at 2046 and went down to 2019, and then it bounced beautifully off of that 2019, and that ends up being our double bottom support. And as we have looked at it in the smaller time frames, we've seen it. We just didn't know where it was going to go. So it actually pulled off the 1 hourly for the double bottom. You can see that quick wick down, and it came right down there. It came down on the 4 hourly to create this bullish W Gartley if this pulls up, and it could be a massive rally. But remember, if it comes up here and gets rejected at 2247 and then loses 214, that's not good. We want this to hold to 2154. So that, I believe, is what we're going to end up looking at here later today. Unless we just overwhelmingly push up and you see us break past 2249, there's a very real chance that this consolidation is finally breaking out. And if that's the case, you're talking about a retest maybe all the way up at 2757. So there's a massive chance here for Casper, and I'm just so thrilled that we were able to see it prior to the run. Like we talked about AMP real quick. Oh, now AMP's up too. Like I said, I bought some AMP. And now I had a feeling that AMP was going to go as well. That's why I talked about it as well. AMP, man, did pretty good on AMP this morning. 4645 is where AMP was. I know that when I bought it. So it's up about 1.9%. So I'm very happy about that. It just looked like the rotational moves were coming. So yeah, that's AMP. That's Casper as well. I'm trying to keep everybody in the loop about what we've been talking about. This is where the short-term resistance is going to be for You're going to look for short-term resistance for AMP here, because I know some have taken this trade, I can guarantee it. Yeah, see, so in the immediate short term, you're going to want to see AMP break this level. Whoops. If it does break this level, AMP's undervalued. It was massively oversold in the daily. It's not as viable as Casper. As the daily, you can see, is massively oversold for AMP. But the weekly is still mid-tier, so this is where you could have that break point back to the bullish side. So we'll see. We'll see exactly how it wants to play out, because if you look at Casper, the one thing that I really liked about that is, well, not only was the daily severely undersold, or oversold, the weekly also moved into oversold. But look where the daily was at coming into today. Eventually, we were going to have a squeeze candle, and this is looking more bullish than bearish here. So pay attention to that. Now let's get into the reading. As we went through a lot of analysis this morning, I just want to always show everybody opportunity, and I always want to show everybody what's going on, not just in the updates, but also in the lives. So please join us. There's a lot going on, a lot of money being made. XRP price, whales hoard 130 million coins as Ripple lawsuit goes to magistrate judge. What's next? So crypto market whales have continued to bag additional amounts of XRP amid the token's recent price fluctuation and Ripple's lawsuit birth relief, glimmering hope for future movements. So XRP whales accumulate nearly 130 million coins from exchanges. The accumulations emerging in tandem with the Ripple XRP lawsuit development has echoed optimism. XRP price consolidates despite accumulations in the lawsuit relief. In a move that glimmers hope for XRP future price movements, whales have continued to bag whopping amounts of the crypto amid an optimistic buzz for the Ripple community. On-chain data suggests that nearly 130 million XRP was accumulated as the Ripple XRP lawsuit was moved to the magistrate judge for settlement. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse conveyed immense optimism on the development in which the whale activity spiked, piquing significant investor interest. Here's an overview of the developments that unfolded, igniting speculation about XRP's future price trajectory. So whales accumulation sparks optimism. According to numerous posts on X by Whale Alert, it was spotted that 3 whales collectively accumulated 129.77 million XRP in the past 24 hours. What's particularly intriguing about these whale addresses is their strategic accumulation of XRP. Ever since the token slipped near the support of 0.5 or 50 cents, these addresses have been steadily accumulating the Ripple-backed asset. Further, even as XRP slipped to the 40-cent level, they continued to bag more, hinting at a potential buy-the-dip strategy. As per the data, the address RARG6FAEYH, a renowned XRP whale, sacked an additional 51.62 million coins worth 25.26 million from Binance. Meanwhile, the address RFQ9ECLKU6, another well-known XRP whale, sacked 26.24 million coins worth 12.82 million from the same exchange. Moreover, the address RHWJ9GAOVW accumulated 51.91 million XRP worth 25.41 million, solidifying a sense of market confidence for the asset among large-scale investors. Concurrently, the big win, as reiterated by the Ripple CEO, is in a post on X, has weighed the scale toward the optimistic side for XRP. Notably, all class action claims in the suit were dismissed, and absolutely nothing in the decision negates or changes the fact that XRP is in and of itself not a security per the New York court decision. Brad stated the California ruling dispersed all allegations that held Ripple a violator of federal security law by selling XRP, the Ripple CEO added. Despite the significant accumulation in Ripple lawsuit relief, XRP price failed to gain a substantial upside momentum. While writing, XRP traded at 48.73 cents, down 0.40% its 24-hour lows, and highs were 48 and 49.49, underscoring a tight trading session. CoinGlass showed a 1.8% spike in the token's future OI, which is open interest, whereas the derivatives volume dipped 5.13%. This data further aligns with the token's turbulent movements. Meanwhile, the RSI rationalized XRP's volatility resting at 43. This hinted at broader neutrality with slight downside pressure on the asset. Crypto market participants continue to extensively eye the token for future shifts, hoping to see a bolstered movement ahead when the aforementioned or above-mentioned developments weighed in. So please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. If you got anything out of this, please make sure to hit that subscribe button as well, as I would love to see you a part of my future audience. I would love to see you in future lives. If you're trading Casper, let me know if you bought it last night on the signal. or the last 2 days for that matter, and now enjoying this better than 6.4% rally here on this Saturday morning. I'm not afraid to move in and out of things if I see opportunity, and some might bag on me because I got out of the additional position on the XRP Bitcoin pairing, and I took 3,500 of that and I put it into Casper. It's up better than 6% from when I did that, and I put $1,000 of it into AMP, and that's up a good 1.8% since I bought. So I bought it before it was up at all. It was down 0.06 or 0.2% when I bought on the day. So good start to the day. Pay attention to all this. If you want to trade with me, video description below and or pinned comments. There's HOTCOIN and BLOFIN. You can take your pick, whichever one you feel more comfortable and whichever one suits your needs. HOTCOIN has more token variety. BLOFIN, you're owner of your own utility, you're owner of your own tokens, and if the exchange went away, you ain't got to worry about that. So I'll catch you later. If you want to show me personal support, you can always send a YouTube super chat or join Tom's Army and get the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens in month 1. During the live last night, we had somebody become a member of Tom's Army, so I was very happy about that, and I'd love to see more members. Have a blessed day, everybody, and take this knowledge wisely.